Greetings, everyone. It is only Thursday. It is not Friday. So officially, the Magic the Gathering Arena Cube from Wizards of the Coast is not available to play yet on Arena. Unless you're like us and sneakily use the mtgadraft.herokuapp.com website to upload the cube, which was listed last night. So we got the cube list put up by Wizards late last night. And Mama jumped on it immediately. In fact, we had people playing this cube Wednesday night, basically in our Discord. So if you want to get in on that early action in the future and get in on this MTG Draft HerokuApp.com style drafting with buddies on Arena, join the Going Optimal Discord. There's all sorts of action there. It's where there's a large population of people looking for Heroku app style drafting all the time. And I bet you with this new cube out, that will be hopping even more so. So check that out. And so yes, we're gonna hop over and do that. I'm going in blind. I haven't looked at this cube update at all. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting, with the way Wizards generally builds their cubes, expect there to be a lot of powerful cards, like a lot of rares and mythics. I don't know what their Planeswalker density is. I think that's one of once you've decided you're using rares and mythics in a cube, how many Planeswalkers to include is a real factor in how your cube feels, whether it feels like pumped up traditional limited or kind of its own format, its own draft your own constructed. If it's heavy in Planeswalkers, it can feel like draft your own constructed. I tend to like the lighter Planeswalker touch, but we'll see what they've done with it. I'm excited about that. If you want to build this cube or any other cube in paper, like we're working on a cube right now together collectively after the stream sometimes, you know where I'm going to recommend you go for it, of course. My sponsor, CardKingdom.com. Card Kingdom can be found via my panels down below. And if you do that, you get there from here. That helps my stream a lot. But if you are working on a cube, they're an incredible source, especially like if you like the bling. They often have the foilies, the shinies. If you want to bling out your cube, maybe treat yourself to a little upgrade in one of those slots. They're going to have a lot of that stuff for you. They try to have a complete inventory at all time. And as we see when we're combing through, they run out of stuff. They get runs on various cards, but they're always turning their knobs and buying. And I always say, if you got Magic cards to sell, check the buy list, because Card Kingdom's dedication to having a complete inventory as close as possible at all times also drives them to have like the best buy list. So if you're selling cards, sell them. Check out CK before you do. Make sure you're getting the best value for your dollar for your cardboard. And I bet you'll find that CK is generally going to be the one you want to ship them to. So let us switch over here. I'm going to hop over to the other side here, and we're going to, well, actually, before I put it on screen, I'm going to throw up the link. So about in a little bit from now, I'm going to post a link to mtgadraft.herokuapp.com. If you're clicking on this link right away, if you just snap click on it, it's because you haven't really drafted against me online on stream before, and you have the rares and mythics and wild cards to handle a rare and mythic cube like this. You need to have the cards in your collection to be able to battle with them, so make sure you've got a good collection or good wild cards. And so immediate link click is for those who've never done this before. Then after even just a couple seconds, floodgates are open, and anybody who has the means to participate can jump in regardless of how much they have played against me in the past. So here it comes. Let's see if we can get 8. Might have to drum up the business here. We got a few. All right, only 2 so far. This is a little bit what I was worried about. This is a high ask. This is not like a typical set where late in Ikoria, it's pretty easy to get a bunch of people. But now we're filling up. Now we got 6. We got 6, and we got 2 more. 7, close. Here, I'll hop over now. All right, looks like we've got our 8. Excellent, thank you, drafters. I'm going to do a ready check here. That's one of the things you can do. Well, Lauren, that means Mike has found his way into the draft here. Everybody's ready? All right, I'm gonna, oh, let's see if I can add some time. Since it's a cube that with a lot of complicated cards, we'll give some extra time here. All right. Nightpack Ambusher jumps out at me. I've first picked this before and been pretty happy. When I'm thinking about when every card in the pack is good, you got to ask yourself what is separating one card from another. And for me, it tends to be either because it's incredible for the synergy of a specific deck, or is just turn after turn powerful. And so turn after turn powerful to me, Nightpack Ambusher, Liliana, Massacre Girl, not turn after turn powerful, but multi-card powerful, right? Sweeper like. So I see these cards and I see Massacre Girl, I see Lily, I see Nightpack Ambusher. Don't see really much else that I want to start with, honestly. You can always be the aggro red drafter, but the thing that like gets me into mono red quite happily, or just heavy red, is like Embercleave, that kind of card. So Knight of the Ebon Legion is interesting, great one drop, but Lily is kind of the place where I like to start in a cube. So we're going to take Lily. But that Ambusher tempting as well. I think I've had Nightpack Ambusher in like 3 different cube plays that we've done on stream, and I've like crushed in every one of them. It has been my MVP. Numenor thinks this cube is about broken planeswalkers and therefore take one. Look at me, I'm the fast drafter. Apparently I made the clock too high. Is Lily the best walker in the cube? Well, I don't know what other walkers are in here, but if I think about the best walkers on Arena, the ones that leap to mind are Lily, Narset, the 2 Teferis, Nissa. Yeah. Nissa is quite incredible. Ooh, Elspeth Nightmare is quite incredible in Control-y deck, and that's where you're headed kind of with Lily. And it keeps us on color. Not loving the Hunted Nightmare unless you're just removal packed. Woe Strider is interesting, but maybe even Wheels. Claim the Firstborn. Woe Strider is kind of a combo here. Woe Strider can sacrifice a creature without mana cost, so being able to sack something for no mana makes steal and sack really hum. So you could take a Woe Strider and try to wheel the Claim, for example. But I think Elspeth's Nightmare is good enough. I think I'm going Nightmare still. But yeah, that's true. Lily, it does combo with Lily, but Elspeth's Nightmare is so powerful. I do like staying black. The only question to me is Nightmare versus Woe Strider, because the comment that Woe Strider does work with Lily is relevant. You know, this Woe Strider is a good synergistic pick for Lily, but this is the more raw power pick. So I'm going to go with raw power for now. We'll see if we can wield the Woe Strider. Oh yeah, Vraska 6. Is she, which Vraska? Vraska 4 or Vraska 6? Both can do some scary ultimate stuff. Well, this isn't exactly a card to take given where we're at. We could take Chemister's Insight and build towards that blue-black control that I am so fond of. What else is there? There's Lily's Contract. If we just want to draw cards, we could take Lily's Contract and draw cards in black. But We're not going to do the alternate cost. So really this is 4 cards for 4 life and 5 mana, or the instant speed. I think we just want Insight here. It's significantly better than Contract in its flexibility and installment plan. Instant speed, 4 mana. So I think I'm going there. Could also take like a Seal Away, look to do some black-white control, Kogla. Maybe there is fodder for, I don't know what kind of reanimation stuff there is in here, but reanimating Kogla could be good. I think keeping on with Insight though is fine with me here. Patient Rebuilding is also interesting. Mill him out. I think I just take an Insight. I'm not going to overthink it. Insight's fine. And we get Tez. What is Tez trying to do? Create Thopters. Draw a card. Draw 2 instead. Tez is interesting. Timuret also interesting. Reggie. Reggie sets up reanimation. Yeah, Tim does suggest Meme Town. I don't know if we care that much though. I guess it does mess. Yeah, I could do Fires of Invention too. Booty. We certainly feel like we're black. We don't know if we're blue. We could go with Freebooter over Tez, but I think Tez is pretty great. I'm just going to take the... Let's just go Planeswalker Control here. See how it plays. Dead Weight for some early defense seems good here. I'm a little nervous about lack of our colors in this pack, but I'm going to take the Dead Weight. Well, maybe I should pivot, like, not marry blue yet, or either of these 2 colors. Is there anything so good here we should just skip the Dead Weight? That's the thing. The Dead Weight's this is a scary looking pack given the lane we're trying to be in, but I don't see anything here that's better than the Dead Weight. So yeah, let's take it. Yeah, maybe just not a great pack. Dead Weight's all right. Depends on the matchup, right? As usual. I could actually use a mid-draft bio break. I tried to take care of business before I started, but nature has its own ideas about things. So I think what I'm going to do is wait till the next pick comes up, reserve 1, and then run off. And I'll be right back. Too much coffee. All right, so I'm going to make a pick and then be right back. Let's see. Intervention or Mystic or Neutralize. Maybe we just want counter here. But this is a counter too. I guess I'm going to take Intervention for the counter. Be right back. I am back. Thank you. All right, now help me make a pick quick. Let's see. What am I doing? We're blue, blackish. There's Witching Well. That's not bad. Steam Vents for flexibility. Crypt Breaker for inevitability. I think it's Witching Well or Vents. Let's take the Vents. There's going to be opportunity. We have card draw already. I like setting up Splashy Splash. Yeah, I like Crypt Breaker. I would totally take it. It's got that every turn adds value thing, you know? One thing I want to look out for are answers to planeswalkers of our own. I mean, right now we could Elspeth Nightmare one out of their hand, but we have no real means to control planeswalkers besides a counterspell and a hand stripping. Oof, maybe we're in the wrong place. A lot of green open here. We could take Black Blade Reforged, but that's win more. Like, you don't, like, that's not, we're trying to take over and leverage inevitability. I guess there's an embodiment. What does this even do? Mana cost, graveyard, yeah. A quote, big finisher? I mean, I guess we're taking it. Like, what else we could take Kiora, but like we're not doing Kiora here, right? Kiora is not our thing. Green is wide open, but feels a little too late. Is it too late to back into green? We could take like a Grow from the Ashes and potentially do a Sultai thing. All right, maybe I'm just overthinking. I'll take the black card, but I don't love this card. Yeah, not committed. I feel like, I mean, we're close to committed to these two colors. Not to only these colors, but we're playing black or blue, that's for sure. Well, we got a Plague Crafter coming back around, and nothing else really. I mean, we have a Steam Vents, but we're not, quote, splashing a Rage Hound or an Immolating Inferno, so we'll take Crafter here. Yeah, Numenor, I was thinking about it, but also this is fine. Like, sticking... These are powerful cards. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe this Steel and Sack wheels. So we did not wheel our black 3-drop, but honestly, like, I would rather just take a Lava Coil here than Claim or even a Hunted Nightmare. Let's take a Lava Coil. We could also take Portal. Are we doing like Portal bouncing? Plague Crafter is okay, but we don't even really have any other creatures, so I'm just going to take Lava Coil and do some Grixis control here. I'm liking that. Let's get some extra fixing and do Grixis control. But again, if we're going to call ourselves a control deck and we don't have a clear plan against planeswalkers, we're a bad control deck. So right now we're a bad control deck. I suppose we take the contract. We take Niv Mizzet, but we're not that pivoting. I mean, we could take it. Like, I guess we don't need the contract either. I'll take Niv in case there's a pivot to be had, but I don't... our black is good. Lily is good. Elspeth's Nightmare is good. Maybe I'm just marrying those two picks, but... See, I don't know. Now we'll take Reggie. Maybe there's some reanimation. You want Judith? Judith, this doesn't feel like a Judith deck though, does it? I'm gonna take Reggie. Yeah, we have some sack stuff. I'm gonna take Reggie though. Mutiny maybe sees play in our Grixis pile, if we're Grixis. I don't know if we're playing red yet. Well, we'll see. It was a pretty free pick. All right. We can play that. That's a finisher. Well, someone says give up the blue. Last pick Anax says maybe. I don't know what we're doing though in red-black. The Murderous Rider immediately leaps out. This is a Planeswalker control card. Numenor thinks we're not 100% committed to any one color. Maybe not, but I mean, we got to be some of those colors. Go for Golos. Nah. Although we got Golos Field here. Rider is exactly what I want. Hey, Trex the T-Rex. What's up? Someone's getting Lyra? Oh yeah, we're gonna get Lyra with our Swift End. Yeah, we're pretty thick on threes, but we're probably not playing the embodiment. And if we don't play red, suddenly we only have 4 threes, which is no big deal, you know? Grats! Another friend making mythic. Sacrifice 3 creatures. It's kind of a spell-based Liliana right there. Look at all this red. Take a Bone Crusher. Weaponize with Lily is cute, but then what are we're like making zombies and throwing them at stuff. I think we just want Bone Crusher. We didn't take the Judith. I ended up taking different card. But I like Bone Crusher here. I think yeah, if we miss out on this Weaponize, I can live with it for the flexibility and general power level of the Bone Crusher. And we move this. This is effectively a 2. Timuret Calls the Dead. Storm's Wrath is more on the control front. Vile Offering. We hope to have some legends out in Lily and whatnot. Maybe we are not blue anymore. This is interesting. I could just take Timuret, but that's a 3. Do we want somewhat of a non-bow, although I don't know if we're that kind of control deck, because it's somewhat at odds with our own creatures. Also can look back at the blue. I mean, I like there's a Sphinx of Foresight here that's really good. There's a Great Shark. I mean, we have decent blue here. Although we're not playing Niv. Yeah, it hits walkers. I mean, that's the thing. It's kind of good against us. I guess we seem to be listening to the table saying lean red, so I'll take the Wrath. Yeah, I was looking. That's why I went down to look. I mean, these are right, but not that we're going to be ridering as a 2/3 on 3. So I like the Wrath. It's fine. We're definitely being a Grixis control deck here. The question to me now is how much blue, if any, are we playing? Fire. over Ferocidon. Priest is definitely interesting. I think we probably wheel the Priest. Maybe if somebody else is in doing priestly things, that's kind of interesting. But let's take that. I am feeling the blue starting to drift here. Maybe we splash a Chemister's Insight, but not splashing any of this stuff. Maybe I was supposed to take that Fires of Invention, but I don't know exactly how to build around that in Cube. I was kind of scared of the card, honestly. Watery Grave would help us play some blue. I don't know. It's the only one we would splash. I'm leaving it in not because we're doing it East or T-Rex, but because we're not doing these. You know, it's just a possibility. That's all. If we take the Grave, though, like Shepherd... Oh, Bantu is interesting also for the sack. Don't have a 5 yet. Let's just take Bantu. That seems good. A Blink is interesting, but we're way more... Looks like we are red-black, not really blue. Yeah, that was a tough pack. No one else will want Bantu. Why do you say that, Hat? We failed to wheel the 3-2 sack dude. Someone else is in black. It's not like we're the only black drafter. I mean, if we take first pick Massacre Girl, then we don't have Lily. I'm pretty happy to have Lily. Helm of the Host. Bunch of rough stuff here, but I think even though it's a non-bow with our sweeper, picking up a decent 2-drop here is fine. Helm feels win more for the deck. I don't know if it's exactly what we're doing. I mean, and if you want to spec on a blue card here, what for? Like, you really think we're going to pivot back to blue main on what we have now? I don't think so. We're splashing blue, and I'm not splashing a Dismissal or an Exclusion Mage. So if we're playing blue at all at this point, it's a splash. So I'm taking the 2. Bantu. Hat, have you read Bantu? Maybe I need to read Bantu. People who can get 2 swamps by turn 5 want Bantu. I don't know what you mean. Surveyor would help with splashing, but I think we just want another 2-drop. We'll take that over the Brain Maggot. Finish? It's a finisher you can't kill? Huh. I think Bantu is generically good. You sacrifice one thing, and maybe the cube is so darn powerful that Bantu is just not good enough. Let's go read Bantu again. 5/6 for 5, menace, and when it ETBs, you sack stuff, including lands, and can draw extra cards. What do you mean? Help me. I don't know if we want Brain Maggot or Euphemia here, though. If the thing with Brain Maggot, we sweep and then they get their thing back. You don't need to be the token deck. That's where it shines. I think we're just hat. Like, obviously, there are decks where it is better. But the idea that some black deck is going to be like, nah, that card doesn't have enough going on for it, I'm going to leave it out, is not, come on. It's just great. Like, to me, this is way better to me than something like the random 5/5 flying lifelinks in white or whatever, right? It's just like, those are the ones that are whatever. This actually does something when it lands. I kind of like mana. No, fixing is great. Fixing is really great. And we're not really doing Gary tricks or anything, so let's take some fixing. It's only pack 2. Bolivar asks, how much of a premium do you put on being able to consistently cast your cards in cube? Well, you kind of just saw there, right? We took Bloodfell Caves over several legit playables because we like casting our spells. Bastion, really not going to be a thing here. Kind of want to cut Absolution since we're taking tokens, although I guess, yeah, maybe we run Bastion. We are kind of sacking stuff. Things are dying. No, we're not really a Blitz deck. We have a lot going on towards Blitz, but some of our removal is enchantments. Let's take Bastion and see if it fits. I don't think it will, but maybe it does. Captain Lannery Storm or Foreboding Fruit. Here's the question of, like, what are we? Are we trying to draw cards because we're control? Are we trying to be lay down the beats because we're aggro? I don't know. We're a bit being pulled in some different directions here, which I don't love. So this is like, we're trying to be more aggro. This is, well, these are opposite corners of what we're trying to do. So what do you think? Are we trying to Knight of Malice, Ephemia, Regisaur, Lannery, are we trying to get aggro here? Or are we trying, yeah, I would rather, if we're like, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think I'm going to take the fruit. And I like that. Oh, we got a Vile Offering. That's interesting as well. Rupture Spire would help us head towards Grixis. Gives us another blue source. Not that we have any other blue we're even trying to splash at this point. But that is possible. I'll put this back in to consider, but I don't think we're running that. And we'll take Vile Offering here. Bolas, yeah. Could make Bolas playable if we get him. What do you think? Rupture Spire? Maybe Rupture Spire. Let's take the Spire. Ferocitydon. Not really doing any of this stuff. I guess we'll take the Ferocitydon in case somehow we pivot towards a more aggro side to this, but I don't think we're playing those. Demon of Loathing. Flying combat, when it deals combat damage to player, the player sacrifices a creature. That still feels like a reanimation target, and we're not really doing that. I'm going to just take the Memory Leak. Yeah, we're going to do best of one here. Doubt we're playing the Acquisition. Last pick, Boon. Well, maybe we'll get the fixing to pivot us back into full Grixis. I don't know. Disfigure helps hold early, but in that position I would rather just have Epic Downfall. Although this isn't really early. Take Intervention as well. Still, this almost always, you know, you trade up with Epic Downfall. Intervention scales, but it scales and is costly. I'm gonna take the Downfall. Maybe we'll just be mono black. I guess we can kind of look for demons, devils, and imps that survive Rakdos Showstopper. That's something to keep in mind, to remember as a tiebreaker. I don't know if we have this other demon, right? Or I think I maybe cut it. Like, could be a reason to play the embodiment. Rampage seems perfect for us. We could also take Riel or Arena. Get it? Phyrexian Arena. Arena. We might wheel the Rampage. If we don't, I guess we find out that we are certainly not the only red-black player. Arena is just too good, especially for cutting blue and not getting the card draw. I'll take the Arena, see what we can wheel out of this. Media doesn't like the Rampage. I like it because it gets Planeswalkers, Media. I dig me the Planeswalker control. The chicken? I don't know what we're talking about. Catacomb. Extinction gets Planeswalkers. Oh, the Escape Phoenix. No, not in the face of the Arena and the controlling nature of our deck. No. Like, I was really just on card draw. Like, when we didn't take Captain Lannery, it kind of solidified for me that we're heavy black control. Yeah, try and wheel this Remorse, or even the Enforcer. I'd play the Enforcer. Icicle at 3. Really needs some action at other CMC besides 3 here. Although a 3-drop and a Mutiny and a Deadweight or a Shivan Fire on 4 is a reasonable turn 4 play. Eldest Reborn is pretty sweet. Duress is pretty sweet. It's going to be hard to get me off Eldest Reborn, though, I think. Maybe wheel the Duress. Well, Crucible with literally any land that sacrifices for an effect is pretty powerful. I mean, you don't have your Strip Mine Wasteland type interactions, but you do have probably Blast Zone and the Fabled Passage and probably Evolving Wilds and... I don't know if the memorials are, but that would be a good reason to run one of those. Cycle lands are in. Interesting. Speaking of, we could take a Baron more. What's this, though? This is partly on color, but not really. Yeah, this is a bad pack for us. We could take the Chapel. Did we get... oh, I ended up not hating it, did I? There was that Orzhov enchantment that... Yeah. Well, it's not... I didn't mention it. I mean, I would play Cat Oven if it was correct. Yeah, Absolution was the thing. Maybe I'll take... But I think we should take the Baron Moore here. We don't have the Oven, and Baron Moore is really good for us, so... Maybe. If we don't wheel that that Angrath's Rage or whatever, then I'll feel like we're definitely facing somebody in this deck. Golden Demise gives us a 3-mana sweeper. We've already talked about how deep we are at 3, but this is a pretty great control 3. Cathartic Reunion, not bad either. Golden Egg slots in at 2 and helps us splash if we still wanted to. But I think we're drifting away from even splashing. Deacon likes the egg, but it's like, what are we playing the egg for exactly? I don't see at this point what we're doing with the egg, so I'm just going to take the Demise and we'll make some tough calls at 3. Keep adding on to the 3s, but it keeps feeling correct to me. Like maybe we're not doing Reggie. Might even not be doing Anax. And just being heavy, heavy, heavy black with a little light red splash for removal and for Showstopper. I guess Storm's Wrath isn't a light splash, but... Knight doesn't really seem on plan, but it's at least a 2. And 2s are important to me, so I'm keeping that in mind. We can keep the Arch in mind, though, here. Red Cap is interesting, but I really don't want to hit sack a land in our deck. So the Red Cap, not at its best here for us. I think we just take the Arch, unless Traxos somehow can get us there. We're best of oneing today, so I'm not going to take that. I'll take the Arch. Yeah, Bastion was barely a pick. Like, we took it because we were Lily likes things dying and that kind of thing, but no, Bastion is not. This isn't a Bastion deck. We can cut that. Getting our 3s back under control. Heck, we're actually low on playables now, right? 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. So we need one more. Well, we could actually play 18 in this deck. So if we added 18 lands to this, it wouldn't be the worst deck ever. Clockwork Servant. We're so heavy in the black, this could be playable for us, but some extra action here in the red camp seems worth it to me. Either a little extra burn or a Direfleet Daredevil that flips the script and lets you cast something from your opponent's graveyard if you're not doing this on 2. We do have our share of removal. I think I'm going to, yeah, I would agree that Dragonfire is probably like the safer pick, but it does, oh, that's true, it does hit walkers. That's a good reason. The Dragonfire hitting walkers is a good point. We do have a lot of walker control now, though, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I guess it's it's a non-bow with our both our Golden Demise and our Storm's Wrath, so I'll go ahead and take the Dragonfire. We'll stay in control mode. It's been an interesting draft. Thank you, Wizard Lizard. I really appreciate that. Are we ever getting anything off of Furious Rise? Probably not. We could cut the essence capture. I don't think any of this stuff matters. And this is not for us, so I'm just going to gack the capture. Yeah, land or cutting a land, cutting a counterspell. Cutting a counterspell feels more morally correct. Yeah, we missed you around here, Wizard Lizard, but I'm glad you are gainfully employed. Hope that's going well. It's the principle of the thing, Deacon, the principle of the thing. If you're not sure what to hate draft, why not a counterspell, right? Phoenix came back anyway. Fight with fire. If we get up to the big mana, we could be happy that we have this to kick around. We have Phoenix that we can get back. At least if we kill, demise our stuff, we can get it back. Want to do that? We could take the Everwise, except I don't think we're really doing the discard, draw discard. Shield Breaker is really interesting. It's just kind of free. This is going to go in our budget cube. And I just take the Shield Breaker. I think I'm going to take the Phoenix. I'm going to take the Shield Breaker. I don't think we need to be that heavy red. Ginger Brute, Firebrand, maybe. Cut the Thalia. I don't think we're playing the Firebrand. We're not red enough or aggro enough. And we have enough removal spells. Brute may be better than Brand, but I don't want either in this deck, so I'm just going to cut Thalia from somebody. The Duress came back. I could see playing that here. Don't want the electrostatic field. Does survive Golden Demise, but it's not really what we're doing, so I'm going to pass on that, and we'll just take the Duress and consider running that. I generally don't run Duress in best of one limited situations, but in this case, there's almost always good targets in Cube. Everybody's playing excellent non-creature spells. I guess we'll cut the Temple and people can have fun with that tutor. We're not going to run any blue. We're just going to be straight red-black. And don't think we're playing that. Well, Media, let's bring it. Bring it, White Weenie. I bet we even find something to duress against White Weenie. But you're right. White Weenie has the fewest things we would hit with that. 28, 27, 26, 25. So this is a cut 2 to 4 cards, depending on how many lands we want to go with. I think Mutiny is weak given the heavy amount of pinpoint removal we have. Fruit is doing the job of drawing cards. So let's see. What's doing the job of drawing cards? Arch, Foreboding, Arena. Anything else doing the... Bontu draws some cards. Lily, kind of. can probably just cut the Knight of Malice as being a little too specific. It would be good against white if we knew, but yeah, we could also cut a Plague Crafter as being a little more removal than we need. And let's see, that puts fruit, arch, 25, 4, 3, 22, 22, 18 land. I think 18 land with an arch is fine. Oh yeah, Embodiment of Agonies could go. Maybe bring back even Plague Crafter for that, or Reggie, or the Knight. All right, Fiddles, thanks for hanging. Appreciate you sticking around for the draft. We'll catch you later. Let me poll it. Let's see, we've got, we're going to add one more card to this deck. And what are we adding? And then it's going to be Knight for Knight of Malice, Demon for the Embodiment of Agonies, Craft for the Plague Crafter, Reggie, we just bring in the Regisaur. I really don't think we want Bastion in this deck, so I'm not going to offer it, but I think we want to bring in Knight of Malice, Embodiment of Agonies, Plague Crafter, or Regisaur. So those are the 4 cards I'm going to offer you. And then you're going to tell me which of them belongs in here, okay? Suddenly our 2s are a little redder than I would have wanted. This is going to make it awkward on our mana a bit. Had to play more red than I was wanting to. But we have a Storm's Wrath to support anyway. Demon and Reggie are tied. I think I'm going to play then the straight up Demon, because Regisaur is a little bit at odds with our control plan. I'm with you, Caleb. Although it's not that rough. We have at least a caves, and we're only 2 color. So and we're if we don't the stuff, the red is still like, this is 2 mana, but it's not a 2-drop, right? This is 2 mana, but it's not really a 2. Maybe, you know, if they play 2 drops we want to kill, sure. But like, the point is these are good later in the game. Mainly, I'm just sad that our curve is a little light on stuff we're happy to do on 2. Yeah, but Reggie isn't like this Demon isn't really a turn 3 play anyway. It's kind of a late game play. Yeah, Euphemia is another kind of non-bowish card here, but we need to fill out the curve. I mean, you want to run Knight instead. I think this is about as best as we're going to do right now. And I think the Arch is worth it. We are trying to go long. I know we don't have a ton of permanents, but I still think it's worth it. Especially as an 18th land. So, I'm going to go 10, 15, 10, 5 is interesting. This would be basically 11, 12, 6. What if we go 15, 16, 17, yeah. So then we get 9, 10, 11 black sources and 6, 7 red sources. I think 11, 7 is good here. You want the knight over what? I hear you. I'm gonna risk it. If we feel like our lack of action on 2 is wrecking us, then I'll consider it. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should just override chat and be like, look, we need to do, even though it's not quite on plan. Yeah, I actually agree with Niz. I think we're making a mistake to not play the 2 here. Which is funny because now our 3s are down to be pretty thin. Well, I hope it's a 3. I actually like this effect, but you know. Anyway, let's hop back over here. Actually, we'll go to deck building. Generally good for Liliana the Dreadhorde General. Let's craft all. Sure. Although I should look if there's a bunch of sideboard stuff I don't care about, I can remove. Yeah, see, like, we don't need to craft this. I can just remove it. We're not going to play it. And Ziggurat, not playing that. So we'll send those out of our pool just so we don't have to craft them. Hey, Gerudo-kin. Welcome back to the game. I think Arena is a great place for you to do that. Let's try. Is it possible, like, are there cards that aren't in the system yet or something? What's going on here? Phyrexian Arena is not available? Or is? Is or isn't available? I mean, there it is. Well, I'll say done. I'm gonna try quitting Arena and coming back in. Okay, yeah, maybe it worked and just didn't show. Yeah, it worked and then didn't show somehow, I guess. Looks like we're good. I'm gonna cut these arbitrary basics and grab something else. I'll check, Mama. I can't remember if we have lily sleeves. Let's go double Theros today. Unless somebody has redeemed, let me know if you have. Is that where we're at? 9. And we were at this, right? Yeah, wait, didn't we? Hold on, where's that knight? There we go. That's what we did. And then 8, 14, 15. Oh, yeah. So 14, 15, 17. So we're actually short on lands. We're going to go another 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's it. 9, 10. Oh, that's it. There we go. We got it. 11, 7. Oh, yeah, it's true. Did I just craft a whole bunch of Phyrexian arenas? Nope, only got the one. Okay. Oh, no, I have 2. Maybe I did craft 2 then. Darn it. Yeah, I think I accidentally crafted a second one. So that's all right. That's no big deal. Although I blame the UI. And we were looking for lily sleeves. I can't remember if we have lily sleeves. We do have Elspeth's Nightmare sleeves when we were running the card, so maybe we should use those. Yeah, I have 18 lands on purpose, Tron. One of them is a card drawer, and we're just we're trying to draw cards, and if we're using Phyrexian Arena and Fruit to draw extra cards, we'll be happy to have extra land. Oh, they're in the shop. Do we need to... Well, let's see. We're going to go look at the store, because Mama. $4,000 gold, Mama? 4,000 gold? It's for Mama. There you go. Ah, we got the resources. Sucker born every minute on Arena. Tron, we have no problem. But Tron says that was almost a draft. I say that was resources we were never going to use. All right. All right, here we go. Thank you, War Furnace. Appreciate that. Oh, I'm very tired today. Got to bed at 2:30 last night for one reason or another. Ah, well, here we go, Nantuko. Getting my practice in. No red yet, but we have tools to handle early threats, so I'm going to keep. And there's our red, so we have it all now. I guess I could have played the mountain since we have Shivan Fire as an instant. I got ahead of myself. We'll play this now, and... let's dead weight, and then have Shivan Fire for turn 2. Well, it's all the same, so take what you will. Oh yeah, thank you. Go down over here. We can play the Shield Breaker just to apply some pressure. They know we have it, so either this is pinning an artifact into their hands, or we should just run it out. I think I'm going to go on the run it out plan, since they know we have it. I mean, gosh, this just means they're going to drop a great artifact right after, but I'm gonna play the dude. Or not. They know we have the Arch, but Mountain allows for a possible 2 spell, so we'll go ahead and play the Mountain, play the Breaker. How did the new cube feel? Pretty typical. Good, fine. Lots of powerful cards that I expected to see. With Lily in the deck, I'm not going to offer trades here. I might block if Andy sends the mage, but with Lily lurking somewhere in the library, I like waiting on trades if we can help it. That's going to downfall, which Andy knows, so... this is somewhat like, all right, Andy is giving us the Sphinx. Who knows what lurks behind that the Epic Downfall will not get? But we kind of have to kill that thing, so we will. We can cycle that, though. Ooh, and that helps give us some info as well. We're going to play a Swamp so we can Downfall and Duress. Let's start with the Duress. Heartless Act, Ashiok, Mythos is going to be some nonsense. But if we just keep everything stripped of excellence, then it can't copy too much, right? So I'm going to take Ashiok and Downfall the Sphinx. And we're going to save the Dragonfire for this hippie. Ugh. All right, we are using a Dragonfire on Exclusion Mage and are super sad. This is a bit of a problem now, but they don't have the ability to cast any of it immediately, and we're closing in on Arch count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just need 2 more permanents and we get to start drawing extras. Eat to Extinction is good. Gives us something to do. Is it instant? Yeah, great. We get to scry. We get to eat. And mainly, get this hippie off board so that it can't be duplicated by Mythos. That would suck. Golden Demise no longer seems correct. We're gonna graveyard that. Hey, look, it's Bantu. Looking great, Bantu. Although, kind of almost want to get to 3, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. Like, we could wait until we find a land, and then we get we would get Blessing as we cast Bantu, and then we could sack stuff. Bantu is bad here? Oh, because we don't want it copied, right? And it would just... But it's not even bad. Can we sack Bantu to himself? Other permanents. Can't do himself. And the trouble is if they draw... I mean, they can Heartless Act it and destroy it, but then it comes back. All right, well, let's... it's not even that we... Like, I can give up on the Arch for now, because the whole point of getting the Arch to City's Blessing is you can draw cards, but Bantu can just draw us cards right now. If they copy, then Heartless Act, it's a nightmare for a few turns, but we also may draw answers to their copy. We have a lot of removal in the deck, so let's do it. Probably Lily still. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at least taking 2 lands. Probably 3. I think we do 3 and keep the rest. Yeah, we could sack the Breaker too. And there is Lily. And here is Fruit. Is there a best card in this game? Like, do you mean Magic the Gathering or in this matchup here that I'm playing? Magic is very contextual, so it's hard to say what the best card is, but if people argue about the best card of all time, it tends to come down to Black Lotus, Soul Ring, or Ancestral Recall. You can look those up if you want. Let's go this, Lily. And sack. I could attack. I should have attacked first. We get... Oh, there... It's Menace anyway. That's right. So we get the free attack. I was thinking they could block each other and the attack didn't matter, but they both have Menace.
Death never hurt anyone.
Yeah, Bantu is terrible in this deck. I know nobody said it was terrible in this deck. Well, that was a really good follow-up turn for Oppo, really, but we just had the goods. We just had the goods. So, we get to play the Caves tapped and kill both things here.
This looks like a fun new toy.
Almost can give up, like... Actually, I'm just going to play the Arena. We don't need the Rider now. Go ahead, Aerialist. Take the Lily down a peg.
Not today.
Now this hits Planeswalkers, so we actually don't want a Wrath right now. Now with 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 8 mana, so we can go Bontu Rider. So we're going to go ahead and Bontu and then hold up Rider mana to take out the Aerialist, potentially. Still might not even need to. And making sure it's giving us the right mana left. It is. They might have graveyard shenanigans, but I think we should get a card off of the Nightmare rather than worry about their graveyard. We're going to hack up some lands, but not just like that. There we go. That's right. I got 3 lands, a zombie, and an Elspeth. Somebody wants 4 lands. I think 3 lands. I think this is good. Drawing 5 is going to be okay for us, I think. Yeah, we're at 6, right? That's a good point. I don't want to die off of that. Well, they're top decking. I think we're going to be all right here, folks. I'm still going to hold that. Like, they can keep attacking Lily. I'm going to hold the removal, drop some land. There we go. I feel set up for success here. Granted, we only have 6 cards left in library, but I feel set up for success. Should we just kill that? It doesn't matter. We'll let him keep tagging Lily. It's fine.
I hope you washed your hands first.
We are cruising through our library, though, so let's make sure we get down and get big here. Let's get as much as we can. Like, I could play Rakdos. I really don't want to lose. I guess Bontu gives us an extra draw if Bontu dies. Let's certainly start with the attack. Yeah, maybe we should have just given up the arena as well. I didn't choose my targets. All right, I'm going to go full control, make sure we can Rider that thing out of the way. Although it's just going to bounce it. We're dead? Why are we dead? You think we can't close from 10 before we deck? Yeah, so we'll sack Arena. It's all right. Yeah, we can Storm's Wrath, but I think we need to get our attack back on the table. And we can then Storm's Wrath and Bontu survives. Yeah, I guess we don't care about the Dream Eater, and they can get Lily. We could even sack Lily, but we don't even want to necessarily draw. Like it's funny. If we play Bontu and sack Arena, we draw. Lily can't minus right now, no. But I should plus Lily. We know we're doing that, right? Although I should wait, because if we're gonna Storm's Wrath, we don't necessarily plus first. Yeah, sorry. Let me get to this battlefield since I got planeswalkers here. Yeah, we draw off the arena sack. That's the sad part. No, it's a creature you control. So I think we have to play Bantu. And I'm just going to sack Arena. So now we have 3 draws to try and get there, and lots of removal to try and do it with. We're gonna not have time for this, or really for this. So let's just get rid of those. Yeah, Tentuco. Cycling.
Fine, I'll leave.
All right, so now Storm's Wrath is great here. Bantu lives, and we can follow with additional threats. Yeah, I was kind of arbitrary about that. Yeah, I guess we attack first. I don't see them not blocking, but sure, let's make him do it. We don't have the mana to get cute with putting the rider back in library, though, right? So let's go Wrath and Bone Crusher Giant. That seems good. Oh, you want to play and kill the rider, but that does... We could just put something out. I mean, it gives us 1 extra draw, I suppose? I kind of just liked adding... Yeah, we have 2 attack steps, right? That should be enough. So I'm going to Wrath and then follow with a Giant. Stomp, Giant, Knight of Malice, next turn Lava Coil, and Eldest Reborn. I'm just going to play the threat. I mean, they're top decking here. The best card they've played so far? Debatable. The best card we've seen from them, power-wise, is probably Ashiok, but I stripped it from their hand so they couldn't play it. Sorry, now I'm in a view that makes it hard for you to see those cards. But I'm gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna pile it all on here. Although this might be... I'll save this. It's possible that we kill something important. East says they still play Rider just in case. I'm kind of holding Rider just in case. Glad you're enjoying yourself, Slapshot. Been an interesting game for sure. This is what Cube does, right? Create some wild games. Occupying that spot somewhere between limited and constructed, really. Yeah, that's true. Although with 1 card top deck, I don't know what they could top deck that saves them. Maybe Andy ended up with the each player sacrifices 3. That would be crazy if Andy comes up with that card right now and I lose because I didn't play the Rider. Oh, here I should allow chatting with my opponents since they don't suck. Let's see. I believe, yes, our friend Mike is ready. Oh, here you go. You get this too. Wait, I gotta go to this side for it.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
What a control-y opener. We'll keep, I guess, but we almost have too much of what we're doing here. Like, we're just all removal, nothing else. GRS, I have not done it for the latest. If they haven't changed anything, the last time they launched Cube, it was a really kind of a terrible deal. So it seems like they're charging for the premium of cubing, but we are subverting the system and doing it for free on our own. All right, at least we can do something on 2 if we want. With Golden Demise, we might not want to, but I think probably still do anyway. Make them answer. I have not talked bundles other than to say almost always the bundles are a good deal, especially if you like the cosmetics. Generally, whenever Wizards is asking you to pay actual US dollars and won't give you any other option to pay, they're going to give you a better than average deal because they really want you to use cash like that. Yeah, probably Milk Crate. Well, Milk Crate, this is the best strategy game ever made, so if you dig strategy games, you should learn it. I'm going to go ahead and play this even though it's a non-bow with a Golden Demise. Mike either has to counter it or kill it or something, or it just plucks away in the air, and that's fine. We have a bunch of pinpoint removal we can use instead of the Demise as well. Might even just block here if they send the Preserver, although, I was going to say, if they play a creature, their Preserver is going to get bigger. This is okay, though. Next turn, we can deadweight the Druid and Scorch the Preserver, and we kill them both. Yeah, deadweight's a nice combo with Ephemia, too. So let's do that here. These both exile, right? So that part doesn't matter. This hits planeswalkers, and this doesn't, but this hits bigger creatures. I'm going to use the Lava Coil on the strength of the planeswalker interaction of the Dragonfire. Milk Crate, Magic's been around for so long, it has a bunch of different formats, and really in Magic a format is about what cards are legal for you to draw from when you play. And so Historic is the name of a format that exists solely in this digital version of the game. Glad we got some value out of Ephemia here before she was exiled, and now let's see, with nothing to... We're not going to try and 2-spell that way, so I'm going to play Caves here, attack. And we'll hold up the Bone Crusher and the Scorching here rather than just drop like a 4-3 or whatever. Haj is thinking about running out the 4-3. I'm going to be a little more control-y with it. I don't know. I don't know what Mike's up to exactly here, but... All right, well, Indestructible God is rough. Let's see, what does this do now? At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, add mana. Otherwise, gain 2 and deal 2 to each opponent. So it's going to grind us out if we don't grind it the other way. Dragonfire exiles, but it doesn't... It needs to actually... The creature needs to die, and Indestructible Creature has a tough time dying. So we're going to go to the face with Stomp. And just try to get our beats on. The most expensive card depends on if you're talking about generally printed. Like, the generally accepted most expensive card is an Alpha Black Lotus. But there are cards that could conceivably be considered worth more if they're weirdo printings. For example, the creator of the game made a very small print run of a card called Proposal that he used to propose to his wife that could be worth more than that. Oh, Milk Crate, a mint condition Alpha Black Lotus has gone for nearly $100,000, I believe. I'm not sure what the highest recorded official sale is, but yeah, I mean, here's one way to think of it, Milk Crate. I mean, it's a supply and demand world, right? And Alpha Black Lotuses, so it's the most powerful card in the first Magic set ever, and the rares in that set, only about 1,100 even ever got printed, Milk Crate. So only 1,100 copies of this card even exist. And most of them have been wrecked, ruined, played with, lost. Like, of the 1,100, we don't even know how many are still, like, actually active. It's that lack of supply and the fact that this game has millions and millions and millions of players worldwide that love it. So you've got the density of players who care about this thing, and then you've got the rarity, the scarcity. All you need is a couple of rich Magic players fighting over owning a Black Lotus to drive up that price, right? Supply and demand. Well, someone who buys a card for 100K is someone who thinks it's probably going to be worth 120K in 5 years. That's who, right? It's an investment. It's an investment as much as, you know, like, why would you pay, you know, $100,000 for a piece of art? It's just paint on canvas, right? All right, sorry, Mike has got to be wondering what we're talking about, but let's see. Is there anything else worth playing here? Not really. We can play the Nightmare just to get their hand. Is this a May? Destroy target creature and opponent controls. I'm actually going to play this. Let's put pressure on Mike's hand. Yeah, it also empties graveyards. That's nice. We got to overcome this life gain.
I walk a righteous path. I believe in you, friend.
Well, if this were an instant, we could actually exile Black Blade successfully, but it is not. Hello, Poland. I don't know why I'm getting a Poland raid, but thanks, Poland. Welcome. Welcome to the Polish. Let's see. Choose. Oh, yeah, let's get rid of that. Play this. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is not 10. Now I'm just wondering if we're being attacked. Anybody know what to do about an attack like this? I don't know. Going for face here. Gonna not worry about R9K. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Way to go, mods. For a second, I thought some nice Polish folks might be saying hello to our stream. Instead, it was some sort of weirdo troll attack. Whatever, troll. Get a life.
Share in my light.
Tribunal is a bummer. There goes our giant, and there goes really our ability to stay ahead of this Clothes. This was like a perfect draw for Mike. Really frustrating, actually, because this was not in his hand when we just looked at it. Gah. Thank you, War Furnace, for legit greetings from Warsaw. And, of course, yuckers for us. We're not dead yet. But we have all this stuff in our... Oh, only a nightmare, so that's good. He's running out of stuff to exile, so maybe we can get there on Clothes just running out of steam here. But this Gideon, maybe I should be going after Gideon a bit. Or I'll keep... Let's see. I'm gonna keep Gideon... Oh, yeah, I can damage the Planeswalker, right? Let's keep Gideon in check.
Bring it on.
Although, yeah, by keeping Gideon in check, I gave more fodder for Clothes. Ah, man. Well, I guess, does this give us... Gosh, we don't even get Arch yet. Mike eked out a top deck win with Conclave. Darn it. You got me, Mike.
Do not frighten me.
Rob, no. No attack on Gideon earlier. The reason I didn't attack Gideon earlier is we had the race was in our hands. The reason we lost is Mike top decked removal for our 4/3. We were at 2 and he had Clothes. He was just going to eat something from the graveyard and punch us in the face.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance!
And I was ignoring Gideon because we were on pace to win by ignoring Gideon, and then Mike top-decked. Which is okay. That happens. There's a reason Mike put that card in his deck. I'm just saying. We had a plan, and Mike's top deck disrupted it. Good game, Mike. Nice conclave. Nah. Haven't done this yet. Mike drawing cards he put in his deck to beat me. Kind of jerk viewers do I have anyway? They all come in from Poland and then beat me. No red yet, but this looks like a keep to me, huh? We could dead weight. We do have Golden Demise, though. Elspeth's Nightmare to come down and take this out. We have Epic Downfall for the Love Struck Beast. I don't think I want to use a full card on this human token right now. Yeah, I bet Mike didn't even draft that card. I bet Mike was like, I'm going to sneak this Conclave Tribunal into my deck that I didn't draft because I really need to use it to beat Ryan. I'm sure that's what happened. Shadow Spear, if they're going to spend time moving this on to the 1/1, that's fine with us. I'm going to just pass again. Okay, there you go. Nantuko proved it. Mike cheated on me, therefore that was a win. I'm going to change my record because Mike cheated. There you go. Much better. I'm kidding. Of course, Mike didn't cheat. All right, let's Nightmare the Phoenix, and then, although we could just, I'll just take the Golden Demise here. That's fine. 1.5 for 1. Oh, Nightmare exiles, huh? No, it's destroy. It destroys it and then exiles. Yeah, sure. We'll Nightmare because we also want to get at their hand while the getting's still good. And we do have a tool for the big boy anyway. Yes, that was a little suspicious. 25 Fervent Champion, 5 Embercleave. Alright, there's some red for us. Do we get anything from their hand? No. But we do get to see what's up. Imperious Perfect gets demised. And Croxa. Maybe we can pluck from their hand or Eldest Reborn or something eventually. So funny, Mike. Ha ha ha. All right, let's Epic Downfall the Love Struck Beast and then keep the Bone Crusher Giant spell up. But we do have this to contend with eventually. Maybe we don't care about the 5/5 relative to the Croxa. Yeah, let's do it. We can Eldest Reborn, Deadweight to get Croxa. All right. downfall. I was thinking bigness, but it's about CMC. You're right. Good call. Card reading. Sometimes we do it. Not usually, though. Bunch of cards we passed, including we had talked about taking the Phoenix, talked about taking Judith. We didn't. This is good, though. I'm glad Crocs is coming out now. We're gonna give up Deadweight, since Golden Demise takes care of what Deadweight would do. What are we punting? Maybe I punted. I don't know. We're gonna maybe go face. I don't need to stomp Judith. It was intentional. We're gonna Golden Demise their whole board. I'm not stomping Judith. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Get the exile? Okay, I don't care. I like that we still have Stomp available. We'll stomp the heck out of this. Perfect. Punt. You're the punt. Uh-oh. Another one we passed. Buckeye has, like, all the cards we were considering taking for our deck. It's funny. Here, though, we could drop Lily, but I like a Reborn here. Let's just clear their board and then drop Lily next turn on an empty one. You like Rakdos first? I just like getting the Reborn going. Now they have to, like, play what they draw because of the discard coming. Well, it's only a land anyway. And... well, let's get power. We can get Lily after, right? Let's get power on board. I'm kind of just making it up. I don't have a great reason. I'm not like it feels like this is more damage faster. That's why I did Rakdos before Lily. Just going for speed.
Your corpse will make an excellent minion. Rise and shine.
I mean, you can call me whatever you want, but I won't answer. And if you call me the wrong thing, I'll time you out or ban you. We're just gonna do this. This. Why would we attack first? I mean, I just cleared away the blocker before attacks. I mean, we could have, like, it got through, it helped us get a zombie through. You wanted to save a piece of removal. I wanted just extra 2 to the face. Ooh, it does have haste. I think it's going to be enough, though. Lifelink, trample, haste, but we'll block it and kill it.
But effective.
Ah, well. I'll have to win in another turn. I didn't think that one fully to the end game, but I'm just playing fast and getting them dead. Didn't think it mattered all that much.
You'll pay for that.
Yeah, you can punt that if you want. I don't care. That game was so wrapped up. Next. Apparently, I screwed it up, though, Buckeye. I could have denied you the extra turn if I just didn't block. So says chat. This is a nice keep. We get this on 1, and we get a nice 2 into either of these 3s, and we can even Foreboding Fruit for full value. Indeed, Stranger Danger. Oops, I mean Hero Coup. We could burn that out, but 2/2 First Strike handles an Enforcer pretty well. War Furnace looks to be in our colors. We were talking about how it seemed like there was somebody else in red-black. And War Furnace, we did pass Cat Oven, so it's possible that War Furnace is evil. We're going to figure that out. It's possible he's evil. I'm going to send in here, we have Bone Crusher in response to a block to take out the Mayhem Devil. And if not, we probably just murderously ride the Mayhem Devil before they even untap. Mayhem Devil is a big combo piece in these red-black sack decks, so let's get rid of it. Yeah, we did not... Intangible, as we were drafting, we noticed that our lane was certainly not wide open. Red seemed pretty open. In fact, we got pivoted from a black-blue start into a black-red finish, but it never felt wide open, honestly. In this case, I like Swamp, Memory Leak, Hard Cast, and then cycle the Baron more. Let's see what they've got in here. Mm-hmm. Right now, they're a land short of even casting Torbrand, and it's not even that great, although it's gonna be pretty good. Shepherd is very good. We can... What can we... We can't Bone Crush. Yeah, this is a pretty good looking hand. I think we got to get rid of the Shepherd, though. Thanks for sharing, Mike. War Furnace clinging to the Torbrand rather than pitching it to look for land. I don't know if that's correct or not. I'm just mentioning that was a choice there, no doubt, of whether or not to hold on to your powerful 4-drop that you can't quite cast yet, or ditch it looking for land. I kind of like keeping it too. But if Tybalt comes down and makes a dude, we're gonna cycle and then probably stomp Tybalt so it only makes 1 dude total. But we'll cycle this here. And we can, with 5 mana, stomp something and cast a Rider. Oh, and I did the math on it. I thought Tybalt was going to be at 2 and that we could crush it to death, and then we drew the thing that actually allows us to do the plan I was talking about.
New torches are needed.
That's fine too. We got a 2-for-1 out of that. We got their creature and their removal. Ooh, and Demise is a nice little play here. There we get to go Demise. Oh, we don't. Oh yeah, we do. We get to Demise and follow with fruit for the, and we get the food out of it. Yeah, I could have fruited first. You're right, Hodge. Maybe we come up with a different plan if I fruit first. All right, got a lucky draw here to take care of Torbrand as well. And now probably just win this thing if we can hold from here. Although we can just Nightmare. Yeah, actually I'm going to Nightmare Bone Crush, and then we save our Wrath. We'll get to Rakdos, just not quite yet. And I guess we can... I don't want to... If they draw something where sacrifice is part of the cost, is that a worry? That's what I'm thinking. Mike says hold Stomp. What I'm worried about is they draw something in which sacrificing a creature is a cost, and we give them that cost where they wouldn't have had it otherwise. Pretty narrow. Maybe it's more valuable to hold here. Also, we have food. Yeah, that's true. We're 50-50 to eat the token anyway, so let's be patient. Good call. We can gain some life here. Hey, Lily. Well, it didn't kill it, but also no longer has good attacks, so that's cool too. No, tomorrow we're going to draft this again. So this is a preview of tomorrow's draft as well. Let's see. Just Lily plus and attack. Yeah, there's attack. Lily's quite a powerful planeswalker. We can just sit here plussing her, and Oppo can plunk away in the air. No big deal.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Yeah, cube is always going to be Phantom. I don't know why that's an oops. I'm not quite ready to minus Lily here. I'm just gonna plus. And
Minion.
swing. Get Storm's Wrath here. Our Rakdos survives to threaten lethal, and we draw 2 more cards. Lily goes to 4, but also, again, that doesn't really matter too much. We can also just go 5 to the face, or 2 to the face, and then play the giant. I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna keep getting on board here. And now, Lily, we can sack our zombies, their creatures, and we get in for the easy kill if War Furnace doesn't add something significant here or come up with a sweeper of their own. All right, that's what they needed. Something. I still think we get there because we just, let's see, we can go downfall, and then that's enough, right? Oh, no, we can't downfall. So now minus, and then sack this, and then Bone Crusher should be enough.
Waste not water learning much from your death.
Well, there are other reasons you would run the cat besides the oven, but that's the main one. Oops. No, 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 no. Oh, did I lose it? Where did it go? I feel like I've done something to make that challenge go away. Okay, let's try again. I think that was a bug in the system, though. Well, Lily was my first pick, and every time we've resolved her, she's kind of taken over the game, so you can see what was up with that pick. Another good one here, we can keep the caves, we could cycle the leak, we have a turn 2 shock. Good game, War Furnace. The combo pieces seem easy to disrupt. In terms of cat oven, well, I mean, oven's an artifact, so that's not easy to disrupt. And cat, you need to exile, or it just keeps coming back again and again and again. I think the difficulty of disrupting the combo is what makes it good. Looks like we're going to see a Paradise Druid on 2, so we don't have anything to crush bones with, unfortunately. I'm going to cycle the Baron more. We have 3 lands. I'm going to play the Mountain because then we have... well, it puts us off of Foreboding Fruit. Well, this is a turn away. We have 3 black around the corner. I'm going to play Mountain, and then I could Memory Leak and take away whatever they might be going to ramp to. Or we could save Fire and Stomp. Yeah, I guess we can do Leak now, and then have Fruit, Fire next turn, or Crush, Stomp, Fire. We'll see. Let's go. Let's see what they're up to here. Ugin is rough. Paradise Druid. You could double a Paradise Druid. That's no big deal. Our Illyrios is good, but we're not taking that. We just gotta take Ugin.
I shall withdraw this petty squabbling.
Nightmare, you say? That's interesting. Yeah, let's do that and leave up the dual land for the Shivan Fire. But we can Nightmare the Enraptured. We have Fire for the Reflection. And yeah, I'm going to wait though. Now I will. I'm going to fire the Reflection now. If they tap the Druid, we can crush the Druid after. We're gonna get something. All right, that's a real card. That's why you can see, as I was saying early on, I really want to make sure we have a plan for Planeswalkers, and this is why. We do have Bone Crusher Demise here, but I think we actually just need to play Foreboding Fruit and look for an answer. What are we doing? Because, like, we need an answer to Vivian, or we lose. Yeah, I think we're gonna be in big trouble here. Planeswalker control was my big concern throughout the draft, and now you're seeing why. We play Knight of Malice, but that's not good here. Let's crush the Druid at least. I mean, we could crush Vivian. I think we're just dead to 2 Vivians. I mean, I don't know how we beat 2 Vivians. I guess we find our red sweeper. If we find our red sweeper, we can get there. Right, Haj? We're not dead yet. We just need to draw our red sweeper. And Rakdos gives us some possible outs as well.
Savagery loves company.
That would be incredible, actually. Finding our red sweeper. Now, it doesn't fully kill Vivian, but it should be enough. Yeah, the sweeper hits walkers. That's why we need it. Arena and Knight of Malice.
I'd like you to meet.
Well, we still get this Vivian, and this Vivian stays in range. You know, if we can still we can find the Wrath right now and still have a chance in this game. But given that we need to find the Wrath right now, maybe I'm supposed to just give up the Knight of Malice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're not even. Yeah, I'm gonna chump. Well, the only other thing it might have been doing is actually getting us to ascend, you know. But not worth it. Not fast enough. If it could get us to ascend next turn, there would have been a reason to consider. Come on, one time. Give us the sweeper. Make it interesting. Less so. Less interesting here. Yeah, but it could matter later. You know, I get it. I'm not saying that getting Ascend would actually sweep these creatures, but when you've got Ascend, it's at least something to count, you know? You gotta at least give me credit for looking in the corners before making a decision. And we'll do this. And save some food. Well, sometimes it feels good to do your due diligence in a Magic game.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
Every day is a new invitation. Beauty lies in variation.
We're totally going to do it. We're drawing our sweeper right now to make this interesting. Nah. All right. Spark double gets us. Can't beat that. And I told you, we're doing great until we couldn't control a planeswalker, right? What does that do, Fluffy? Let's see. I'm curious. A few turns ago, when you bone crushed the Paradise Druid, did you think it was not likely that he would -2 on Vivian? Well, first, no, I didn't think it was likely. Could you not have bone crushed Vivian in response to Spark Double going on the stack? I don't. I'd have to go back and see what you were trying to accomplish with your line. I'm too distant from it now to properly parse it. Maybe I took a worse line, but anyway, let's see, that brings chat closer to even. Anybody else in this event want to hit me? Yeah, Intangible, when I dressed you there and saw the bad news, it was like, well, I actually thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. Then he followed up with Vivian and it was just over. It was snap over. We did have one hope, Intangible. We were trying to find our red sweeper. We had deal 4 to everything, including planeswalkers. What band card did you play? I didn't even notice. Ugh, here we go. That's what we were looking for last game. Did you play it? I didn't even see it. I missed a meme then. Here's for the mist once upon a time. Or did you have it in your deck and never draw it? I don't remember you resolving it, that's all. But, you know me, who knows what I was paying attention to. Everything's red except for Eldest Reborn, which is 5 mana, so we actually have to mulligan this. And I didn't, Andy. There's like 3 red-black drafters at this table. We're going to keep that, ditch a mountain, do what we can. This isn't an instant, so I'll just play Swamp. Oh, I wasn't even looking. I was too busy joking with my Your Go. I was too busy being funny. Ha ha ha. Alright. 2 on flyer. Seems fine. Thank you, Yankum. I'm going to hold the shield breaker. Maybe we'll find an artifact. I don't think this is about getting aggro with 2/1s, especially with the Golden Demise in hand. I'm going to treat this like an artifact removal spell. Bontu, currently, I think I would just sack... or maybe I could have played the shield breaker to eventually sack the Bontu. That would be a realistic consideration. Take out the Green Seeker here for 5 mana. But I'm down with just a light Bontu of sacking a couple of lands, drawing a couple of cards. Just 2. Still good. Funny, we drew replacements immediately. Now that looks like something maybe to kill. Great card to stop Bontu. Can't get redone value there. But we will... They get 1 more turn of value out of the Champ. Well, and then hopefully... maybe Champ gets out of range here. We're going to have to... maybe I just Demise Fire now. We lose the Ephemia. But the Champ could really get out of hand here, so I'm going to take care of it while I can. So, negative value for us in terms of, you know, basically 3 for 1ing ourselves, but this was going to get out of hand. I think we just lose to that if we don't try to do something to control it. And after a mulligan, 3 for 1ing yourself is kind of setting up for a loss, especially with our draws not being great. Bontu drawing us a couple cards helps helps a little bit. Yeah, Breaker was not an option. We're pretty done for here. Can't even target him with hexproof, and we can find removal, but like we are in a very short clock to find that removal. You think this is an upgraded version of Parcel Beast? Nah, Parcel Beast is an upgraded version of Greenseeker for sure. Yeah, this is not good for us, folks. Probably super doomed. I'm gonna hold Bone Crusher though, because if we do find some extra removal, perhaps we can combine. Like even if if we find Lava Coil, we can combine Lava Coil with Bone Crusher to kill Saheeli or Shalai even through a pump. Yeah, that's true. We can kill this artifact. Is it targetable? We're dead on board if we don't play something, but we'll play something and we get blocked, right? I don't like Giant to block. We want Giant to possibly kill Shalai. Well, there you go. It's too late, but got what I wanted, right? Except it's not even enough. Now it's too late and too little. Well, we've brought it to a 3-3 tie. Do I have my 7th opponent? I know we weren't guaranteed that, but yeah, I've been failing to use this, but here you go.
He's dead, Joe.
Yeah, I don't know who my final opponent was, but if that opponent is around, we could jump in for that. Yeah, you sure did, Timber. Beaten down there. I mean, I had many outs in the deck to the Shalai, but just didn't find any of them in time. GG. I mean, it's kind of frustrating because like my deck is built to handle something like Shalai. It's built to handle stuff like Shalai. We just didn't have the goods there. All right, if we're down... Let's see. I know we're in the middle of building a cube. I'm very tired, though. I may just have to call this an early stream, and I'll kind of try and commit to a longer one tomorrow, where I'll be a little bit more refreshed and have a little bit more in the pipeline. Yeah, we could look at the cube a little bit. You want let's call this a tie. We played to a draw today, chat. Good games. Gonna move to Soapbox and then say farewell to our YouTube friends. Thank you so much for hanging out for this one. We're gonna do this again tomorrow, and we got a stable of opponents all queued up and ready to join me. And remember, we're now doing the Gauntlet event first thing on Fridays, so we'll be doing this again tomorrow morning my time. And thank you for hanging out for this one, and I'm enjoying the new cube so far. Bye, YouTube.